Welcome back to Fit for Life. I hope you're ready to exercise. You're going to be in a little bit better shape when you're finished, hopefully. We're going to talk about stretching, and we're going to stretch both upper body and lower body. Why is it important to stretch? Because a lot of people don't do that. That's one part of fitness that people tend to cast aside and ignore. It prevents cramping, especially down here, right? So it elongates your muscles. You know, they kind of contract a little bit and then they move back to the shape they were in previously. Your muscles go back to their original shape. It alleviates the soreness of exercise. And you know, it just kind of feels good. Don't you? I think you feel better when you stretch. And sometimes we can be doing that even when we're just sitting down, watching television. We can do different things, flex our toes back and point, do our little fit fans, I call it. So again, we don't want to neglect stretching. So we warm up first, then we do whatever we do, strength training or running or whatever, and then you stretch afterwards. You don't stretch on with cold muscles. So let's start off with the lower body and do our morning exercises. Now, I know I've done parts of these, sometimes we don't do them at all, but now we're going to do most of what I do in the morning every morning because my back feels better when I do it. All right, so let's start with fit fans. I call these fit fans. It's not difficult to do. And you can do it with your eyes closed because that's what I do in the morning. I don't even have to open my eyes for this. Just relax. Sometimes I count 30, sometimes 50. Even if you just do 10, it's fine. But you want to be moving and getting that body warmed up. Then I just lift my legs straight up and hold it there for about maybe a minute or two. Gets the blood down to the brain. But just start off easy. Just lift the feet up a little bit off the bed. Just any kind of movement or exercise is going to be good. Anything that you can do. We are all at a different fitness level. So a couple more of these. And now remember, your feet are right on the bed. So I do the pointing and flexing. Point and flex. And we're stretching the top of the foot, the ankle, the bottom of the foot a little bit. So I do at least 10, 20 might be better, whatever you feel like doing at the time. I try to count 8 to 10 repetitions, and sometimes we do 2 sets, but today we're not going to do that because we only have an hour, a half an hour, that's all, not even an hour. All right, and then I do the circles. Again, now it's easier because your legs are down on the mattress, right? We do about 8 or 10 of those, and then we go in the opposite direction, loosens up the ankle. You want to keep your ankle flexible, especially for walking and avoiding falls. We don't want to take that first fall. And you know, if you take the fall and you're afraid and you don't exercise a lot and you don't do the therapy the way you should, you might fall again, and you don't want that. And as I go along, you know, I have a list of things that I want you to do, but I think of other things. So why don't you bring your back away from the back of the chair? This is also going to tighten and tone this and strengthen your lower back a little bit, just under and over. So strengthening this, the quads a little bit. You can use your arms if you want. And I'm pretty sure everyone can do this. You can still do it lying down. If you want to do just the feet, it's even easier. Yeah, it's good. Now, if you have arthritis in your knees, this has worked for me. The synovial fluid that's in your knees is thicker in the morning, so that's why it's a little more uncomfortable. But to get that fluid thinned out a little bit, I'm going to slide forward. It does work for me. I want you to try it. You can ask your doctor first if you want to. We're going to lift that leg up, just hold underneath. Now, this is much easier lying down. So this is what I do, and I bring it in as close as I can to stretch my lower back, so it's kind of a double duty. And I just do that, try to straighten the leg out. So this is kind of working that knee area, thinning the fluid so that you'll be able to move easier with less pain or less discomfort. I try to do About 18 of these, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. As I said, it works for me. If it hurts, you don't do it, that's all. Let's do the other leg. We have 2 of them. This is the knee that might be a little bit worse because I can feel a little bit in there now, but I can still do this. And I've already walked up a full flight of stairs, and I could do it. But be careful. Don't be holding on to packages. Hold on to a railing. If it's there, use it. Yeah, good idea. So I want you to try this, see what happens. Again, check with your doctor first if you have any doubts at all. Wonderful. Now, another exercise I do to stretch out the hips. I bend my knees up. I'm just trying to adapt this to a seated position. Just drop both knees to one side and then the other. So this one is kind of easy, really. You can do it slowly or fast. Try to do at least 8 or 16, 10, whatever, back and forth. Great for the hip, this area too. And it feels kind of good too. Another thing I do, again, you're lying in bed, but you cross over, it's easier in bed, and you're pulling the leg underneath, you're pulling the hip area, so you're really getting a good stretch in the hip. And you don't have to go back and forth if you don't want. You can just leave it there, and I leave it there at least 30 seconds, and then I only do one of them. Sometimes I do a little bit more. Let's put it that way. It depends on the mood I'm in and how much time, but I do this almost every single morning. I rarely miss these because I feel better if I do it. And it also clears your mind, so when you finally get up, your head isn't spinning. Sometimes we tend to think of too many things at one time. But then we have to do the other side. And this is the side that sometimes bothers me, the lower back a little bit. Now you know about me. You're getting to know me pretty well. I can feel it more, but it doesn't hurt. Just try it easy at first, and then you'll see it'll come over by itself. But try to just do one for 30 seconds. If you want to go back and forth, that's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. So it feels pretty good, doesn't it? How about this next one? Now, this would tighten your abdomen and strengthen your lower back a little bit. So this is the mattress, so my legs would probably be up here, but if that mattress was right against my heels, I'd be just sliding the heels. But yes, doing it in the chair too, I can feel it. It's really a good toner and strengthener for your mid area, lower back, abdomen. Good. If it's too much, just don't do it, right? Just do a few more of these. Good. Grab some water. You can't grab some water in bed, but I'm going to do it with my new water bottle. Nice, huh? Here we go. Let's try this one. Just bring your knee up, up toward your face, up toward your body, right? And then push down. And if your heel slides on the mattress, that's fine. Just push. 3. This is a good one. 4. And it takes a little effort. 5 and 6 and 7. Oh boy. Let's just do 8 of those. I can really feel that today. So you're going to lift the leg up, flex the foot, and again, you can be either sliding this on the bed or just above the bed to get a better workout. And obviously, you can do it in a chair too. Say this is 4 and 5. 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do 10. This side is easier, so we'll do 10. Great. All right, let's take a little break. I'm going to slide forward again. Just bring those arms up. Good. Open your feet and just come forward. A nice forward bend exercise. You can keep your head up. This is a great stretch too for the lower back, mid back. A little bit. Good. And then we'll come up Hands right here on your knees. Pull those shoulders down and that chin in. So we're practicing. Now we're practicing good posture, aren't we? Yeah. Palms up. Bring those arms back as far as you can just to open up the chest area. So no, we don't do this. These are not the bed exercises. We're just stretching a little bit. Clasp your hands together. Turn your hands over. Breathe out as you push out. How does that feel? Oh, that feels good. Arms up. Very gently push back. So we're taking a stretch break right now. Good. Bring those arms down. I'd like you to cross your arms now. Grab your shoulders and just come forward. Keep your head up if you have to. Let's get a good stretch. I'm bringing my feet together just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that feels great. And then we'll come back up nice and slow. Good. Terrific. So let's sit back now. And all I want you to do is bounce again, but keep your back away. And you could do something like this too, just like this. I mean, I suppose you could do it in bed too, actually. But right now we're working on the lower body. We're almost finished. And what I'd like to do before we do the upper body is to come forward. And we're going to do our Grecian stretch, which I love. All right. Sitting up nice and straight, I'd like you to bring that foot back just a little bit. Good. Reach down and lift it up if you can. If not, just press your heel back. So you're pulling back. Just to make sure your leg isn't over here. We want these legs parallel. Sitting up straight, arm out, pull back, and pull that chin in also, because you tend to want to do that. And I want good posture, and I want you pulled straight back. Wonderful. Bring the arm up. Just we'll do something different for a change. Very gently. Bring the arm down. Palm up. So we're getting a good stretch in the upper body too. Upper and lower. Back, back, back. Bring it across. Out again. Palm up all the way back. Bring that arm down. And very gently, either let the foot drop or hold it coming down. Let's switch. And we're going to do the back, the hamstring. See how my posture goes really fast. So I'm going to pull that chin in. If you could do that one thing, pull your chin in, that would make a total difference in your posture. Your ears become aligned with your shoulders aligned with your hips. So heel down, toe up, back straight, and let's come forward. How far forward can you come without bending? Without doing this, I want you to keep that back straight so you'll get a really stretch in back, as I said, the hamstring and back of the knee. Oh, we like this one. Good. And now you're going to come back up, hold underneath, pull that knee towards your body. We've done this one before, but it's a good one. Great for the back. Great for the back. Now we have two legs, so we're going to have to go to the other side. So just put that down gently, and we're going to turn. The leg closest to you, watching back, reach down, lift up. If you cannot do that, you can just press the foot back. Or if you have stretchy pants on here, you can lift that up. You can cheat a little bit, right? So let's reach down again, pull back. I'm holding on. Yes, I'd like you to be in a chair with arms. It helps. And it's a little bit safer, I think, also. Okay. Straight out, but look what happens to my chin. So let's pull that in, pull this back. Nice and tall. You can breathe better. All right. Okay, so let's palm up and all the way back. As far back as you can go. It just opens up all of the chest area. We're doing a lot of stretching today. Pulling back, stretching. Wonderful. And then we'll gently let that foot down. Just switch to the other side. This is the more comfortable one. I like this one. Again, straight back and come forward. Yes, your chin does come a little bit forward on this one. It'd be kind of hard to. So let's just, do you feel that stretch in the back of your knee? And hopefully the hamstring too. So we're coming forward. Great. And then we'll sit back up. You're going to lift the leg up and pull in, sitting nice and straight. And I find this one very comfortable. I hope you do too. Great. Now we're going to work a little bit more on the upper body. Well, we did the lower body quite a bit. We're going to do upper body today too. So we're going to clasp our hands together, turn them over, and you're going to breathe out. Now your natural breathing, just bring those arms up. Now, you might say, so what's so great about that? Well, first of all, it really is a good stretch. It's not very dramatic, but it's a great stretch, especially if you don't come forward. And a lot of people can only do this much. I'd like to see you try to straighten your arms out a little. Let's breathe out. Good. And just keep practicing. If this is all you can do, maybe next time you can do that. And then you'll keep going. They don't have to be perfect. You just do whatever you can do. We'll lift those arms up. So that's kind of easy, isn't it? Yeah. Let's cross. Grab your elbows. Now, I'd like you to pull across the front of your body. I don't want you to turn. I want you to just pull. And then you can, I know you can feel that in your shoulders, right? Pull across. Does it feel bad? Does it feel good? Is it easy? Difficult? And you know, all the time I'm doing these, I feel a tightening in the abdomen. So it's good for the core too, isn't it? Oh, what the heck, let's do something for the core. Let's hold on to the chair. Come forward just a little bit. What I'd like you to do is bring those knees up. Can you do that? Oh, yeah. Good. Now, if you cannot, if that's extremely difficult, you can lift one leg up, right? Or you can lift the other leg up. Or you can do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2. Tightening the abdomen, the lower back, and strengthening too. So we're going to stretch a little. Yes, we are. And one more time. Up, up, and down, down. Good. Just do this. Put your heel, right, just like we did before when we did the Grecian statue exercise. Keep your back flat and just come forward a little bit. And then you can just relax down and maybe touch your ankle or your toe, whatever you can do. Good. That feels so good. Let's now try the other side. Heel down, toe up. Keeping the back straight, we'll come forward. You're stretching now the back of your leg. Good. And I hope that feels good. It feels good to me. Great. All right, now, hands behind your neck. Now you can clasp or just touch your neck, either one. All right, and all I want you to do is bend side to side. Isn't that nice? Nice and easy. It's a good stretch all the way down your side. All right, great. And I want you to hold it a little bit longer. I want you to hold all of these longer when you're doing this on your own. And, you know, if it helps to write these down, do it. Just do it. All right, you'll come back up. Now you're going to just turn this time as much as you can. It gives you some neck flexibility and upper body, of course. And we'll turn to the other side. Let's go back. Turn slowly. Wonderful. Don't you feel like you're really doing something for yourself? Well, you are. You won't regret it, I'm sure. We'll come back slowly. I'm going to put one foot forward, opposite elbow, and just turn and see how far down you can go. And then we'll come back up. Again, when you do this, do it slowly. And you can, if you can stay there for a few seconds, 10 seconds would be really good. More than that would be great. Coming back up, let's switch again. Just put that foot right out there. So we're getting a lot of stretching done today, but some strengthening too. They just kind of work together. And let's do one more. If you want, you can take a yoga breath, breathe up, and exhale. And that should make it a little bit easier, because when we exhale with the yoga breath, you're tightening that abdomen just a little bit, okay? Good. We're going to do what we do in almost every class, the 4 spinals for your spine, your lower back, And I'm sure you remember them. We're going to breathe up through the nose, feet apart, and just drop forward on the exhale. I hope you're exhaling now. Can you touch the floor? Don't worry if you can't. You're still getting a good exercise. Can you grab your ankles? I'm going to pull my feet in a little bit and try to flatten my back right here. Wonderful. And let's come back up slowly. So that's spinal what? Flexion. Spinal flexion. Spinal extension, I think we've already done. You're going to lift those arms right up, grab your wrist, and pull up. Doesn't that feel good? It feels like we're getting taller. You never know. I suppose if we do enough. And you're going to pull up. We tend to lose some of our height with aging, don't we? And it's not just from osteoporosis. So we're just going to bring that back. What I'd like you to do is cross over and grab your shoulders. Either, whichever arm is most comfortable, or you can do both sides. So let's take a breath right here. And this is a nice comfy one. And exhale as you come forward. Good. Drop right down. Keep your head up if you have to. Some of you can do this and not get dizzy. You know, it feels so good, I might stay down here for a while. That really felt good today. Wonderful. Let's do a little with our hands. Stop. Pull those fingers back. And what are you getting? You're getting a stretch all the way down. Pull them back. Back, back, back. Now turn the arm. Let that hand just flop. The opposite hand over there, and very gently, and if it hurts, just don't do it. Just wait for us, okay? I love that. Let's try the other arm. Stop. In the name of love. Before. Yeah, pretty good, huh? It's an oldie but goodie. Drop the hand down, turn it, plop it, and very gently pull down. I hope that feels good. Wonderful. All right, you know what? Let's do one more of these. We don't have to do all of them today. Both hands, cross over, pull yourself around, nice and tall. This is rotation, isn't it? This is spinal rotation. Wonderful. And normally you would stay here a little bit longer. Let's come back slowly. Let's take a breath in this time. You're going to notice the difference. And it's so relaxing. And exhale. And we'll do a rotation on this side. This is spinal rotation. Good. All right. And then you're going to come back slowly, slowly, slowly. Wonderful. I'd like to do a little bit more posture exercise. And how will we do that? It's really not too difficult. Just put your legs on an angle, parallel, not one out here, right? Take this arm and flop it over the back of the chair. All right. I'm just going to put my hand on the knee here. Pull that chin right in, and I kind of push down into my knee a little bit. Just keep turning in that direction. When I push, it straightens me out a little bit too. Now stay here and then just turn your head back slowly. I like this one. Looks like we're really doing something, doesn't it? It's not too difficult, but it's great for your posture. Opens all of this up. The pectoral area. Good. Wonderful. Let's come back slowly and just angle on the opposite side. And don't have one leg out here. But my posture goes right away. I've really got to work on this. I'm going to pull myself up. Flop this arm over. And my hand is right here. Same arm and leg. And just keep turning, turning. Wonderful. Stretching. So this will make it easier for you to turn if you hear a sound in back of you or to the right. You won't have to turn your whole body. You can turn your head. And we're going to turn in the opposite direction. Good. And then we'll come back slowly. Good. Slowly. All right. All right. Let's just sit back now. Feet out. For the next couple of minutes, we're going to do nothing. All right. Grab some water for yourself. And I hope you have it nearby so you don't have to get up. And all we're going to do is relax and release those muscles and just let go instead of contracting them, tightening them, whatever. We're just going to relax them. It's going to feel good. And just move your feet back and forth a little bit, move your head back and forth. Let's do the ear drop. And now it's even less than 2 minutes. So if you can hear me, close your eyes. And let's breathe up through the nose, holding that breath for 2 seconds, and exhale. And as you exhale, you're going to just relax and release and let go of all the tension. I'm moving my head from side to side, and it just feels good to relax. We have to find a place where it's still, it's quiet, and we could just refresh. So let's take another breath together all the way up. Slowly holding that breath. And let's make this a nice long exhale through your mouth. You can make that whooshing sound if you want. There's no one around. Unless you do this in groups. I don't know. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? It's a good idea for a girly get-together, isn't it? Drop that chin right down. Now we only have 1 minute left. And believe it or not, I'm going to stop talking. So take another breath. Hold it. Exhale. And try to think about nothing. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time. Namaste.